I chose to become a nurse because my mom is a nurse, and she would tell me the most interesting stories about her night and how she took great care of these patients. And I remember thinking, like, wow, you get to do that for a job? And it just it felt heroic, and I wanted to be a part of that.
I became a nurse because I've always loved healthcare. I was one of those dorky kids that would always try to, bandage people up, it's always something I've wanted to do. It's been a dream since I was a little kid, and it just always felt right.
Something about nursing that is so great is that it's something that matters, that actually matters. If I'm going to leave my family for 12 hours at a time, 36 hours a week, be away from my husband, be away from my kids, involved in a profession, it's nice that it's actually something that makes a difference in people's lives.
St. Luke's came and recruited at my college in Montana, and they stood out because they're a magnet organization. So I knew right away that their nurses were very engaged in the hospital. And then when I came down for my interview, I also saw that with each department, they're very invested in their nurses and helping them grow.
What I like about the work that I do currently as an educator is that I get to have the best of both worlds, where I not only work with new staff and current staff in the education role, but I also continue to work bedside.
You get to make a personal relationship. In my first career in computers, that was one of the things that I think was a missing element in my career, is that I didn't have that opportunity to really develop those relationships with those that I worked with.
Usually people who are in the hospital are having the absolute worst day of their life. If they're there, it's their worst day. And it's so satisfying to know that I can, at least for a moment, have a little bit of an impact on maybe the worst day of their life.
On a nightly basis, the things I do with the patients are try and think about the small things that are going to go a long way to help their night go great. So whether it's just offering a cold washcloth or a new gown change.
What I like about education is that it's not typical.
There are lots of things that go into being a great nurse, besides having a sparkling personality.
Good communication goes a long way. It can help save your patient's life, and it can also help your communication with the patient so they really understand what's going on.
Critical thinking. I think that was really important, being able to look at a situation, be able to figure out what the patient needs, be the advocate for the patient, and be able to communicate that effectively to the physicians that were taking care of the patient.
One of the things that's great about nursing is that it takes all types of personalities. If you're the type of person that loves checklists and loves A, B, C, and is really type A and really likes the fine details, there's a place in nursing for you. Or if you're someone that's just kind of like, I don't know what's going on, let's figure it out, let's work together, let's we don't know what this is, and you kind of like to be a little bit of a detective and dig into it, and that there's a place in nursing for you.
I highly recommend obtaining your bachelor's degree. I started out with my associate's degree and got the encouragement and the resources from St. Luke's to get my bachelor's, and I even went on to obtain some of my master's with the help and scholarships at St. Luke's. Being certified also is highly recommended, being a certified nurse.
There's lots of great things to look forward to at work. Besides being impactful and helping patients that we've talked about, there are those opportunities to be kind of a mentor and a coach with your staff and with your coworkers.
Bridging that between the new generation of nurses plus the great traditions of St. Luke's.
I love working alongside my team and just working with them to deliver exceptional care.
There aren't a lot of jobs out there where you can say you're really making that direct impact in someone's life, and so nursing is very unique that way.
You interact with people from all demographics, from all different points of view, and that really does expand your perspective as well. So I think that's one of the best things about nursing, is that you get to really know people and invest time in people.